Sagittarius, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower. If you have seen the messages from energy, you might have an idea of what's sort of going on. Absolutely brilliant this week here as well. After finding our voice, it's a case of rebuilding a whole brand new world. And I think that's going to be really good for you, actually, Sagittarius, because I think you're going through this renovation project of your good self. Okay, so yeah, you'll find that on our channel, and we will be going into the elements a little bit later on and talking about that and seeing how that's affecting your reading. In the meantime, let's just bring up the Astroflower and see what's going on with your cards this week here. So here we go with the general energy. There's a you know, there's a doubt here that needs to be extracted, and I think this is all about that renovation job. And I think over the past couple of years, you've really examined yourself profoundly. You're making decisions about what you've made decisions about what you want to be doing or going forward, and there is this little bit of doubt that needs to be dealt with. It's a little bit of a niggler, really, more than anything else. You know, just eating away at you. So yeah, this is it. You get the devil here. The devil can be, obviously, I think you're being your own devil's advocate here. And I think maybe you're allowing too much. You've got to be wary of too much there, because it may shut you down where you put too much doubt within your life. You know, you're asking, you have to allow things to play out in order to see if you were right or not. And sometimes you kind of think, you know, I'll let it play out. I've got a doubt on it. Oh, it didn't arrive. Okay, fine. Or, yeah, it happened. There you go. I didn't really get too affected by it. So I think you've got this balancing act that's coming through you at the moment. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side here. And just be careful not to shoot yourself in the foot, really, more than anything else. And this is the other thing as well that comes out of this. This seems to be a really important card for you here, more than anything else, Sagittarius. I think this is really important. As I said, it's a Capricorn card, and you've got this Capricorn energy that does come into you here. And Capricorns are I'm a Capricorn. We tend to be very, I'd say bland in a way, that we put in the same amount of emotion as much as we put in the physical world and everything like that. It's a very balancing act that the Capricorn sort of plays in it. I think that's going to be really important for you going forward. But also the Capricorn is all about getting to the root of the situation and getting the solutions in place. And I think this is where it's helping you as well to do that. It's curating a lot of deep situations that you may have confronted over the last 2 years, so you can rebuild your life or rebuild your world in a way that is so much more solid for you, because you're going to know where every nut and bolt goes. Long message there on the general energy. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. Yeah, there seems to be an action that creates your future. I think this is where you're now being applied into the creation of your being. It's a manifestation sort of scenario here. And I think this helps you to test out a lot of things within your life. You know, you've got a lot of ideas and a lot of emotions. The karmic path here on regards to relationship sides, there seems to be not a great deal of emphasis upon the outcome. You know, just being strong and true to yourself. Yeah, I just think this is just about you being you. This is about dealing with doubts. The strength card is about that. You know, she's got that heart in the middle hanging on a necklace there. And she's got that infinity sign that is above her. That's all about that manifestation. Stay strong and stay true to yourself. And you will be able to manifest what you so desire. And you will know every component upon it. In the section with the synchronicities with the outside world, this is that open side. You're opening up to something. You get the Three of Swords here. Yeah, I think you need to test this more than anything else. Do I think there's someone around you that's bringing you heartache? It could be someone who is providing illusions to you, which are which is creates enormous amount of detrimental sort of situations as we go through life. If people are presenting illusions that you take to be true, then yeah, as you go forward, all of a sudden you kind of go, wow, what happened, man? Sort of scenario. And I think it's like, I think the synchronicities are helping you to see things clearly about it all. Okay, on your past self here, I think as a past, I think you've examined, you've turned over every stone to see what's underneath it. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. You have a huge amount of abundance within you, so much strength that is within you, a knowledge of yourself, of how you are, what you like, what you don't like, what makes you react, and everything like that. I think it's really, really good. Very, very powerful past there. I think you've done some amazing work, Sagittarius, and you should be really applying it in your future self here. Your future self is a little bit dependent upon this Three of Swords. It is how you engage in the world, I think, around you. You have the Knight of Wands. Very good Knight of Wands, as long as you're staying strong and true to yourself. If you do, then I think life is going to start providing the abundance that you so desire in your relationship side of life. But it is going off on a mission, and it is a mission to rebuild you in regards to relationships, so you can enjoy honestly the moment, the love that is there. That's what it feels like in the engagement of the week. This plays into the Knight of Wands, sorry. The decisions you are making in the instant is the moment you are manifesting. So if you imagine it's like baking a cake and you're putting in the chocolate and stuff like that, and you just kind of like, you've got pretty much the measures, but you haven't got it exactly. And your instinct is, oh, actually, I threw in a little bit more chocolate than I thought. But actually, I need a bit of chocolate at the moment. I want it, And it just seems like your intuition can breed a lot for you. Four of Swords, healing from that Three of Swords. That's what's going on in your relationship at the moment, or your emotions. You're getting you're working towards healing you over what you've been over the last 2 years. And that is you realize that, I think, this week here. And that's what heads you off on this mission. But you've got to be strong and true to yourself about this whole scenario in order to live it fully. Okay, let's just see what's going on the financial side. The karmic path here is traditional. You've been working on a pathway which has been good for you, I think, more than anything else. And it is the future is playing. There seems to be the past and the future seem to be connecting, as if like you sent off for a job interview 2 or 3 weeks ago and you've almost forgotten about it. And now they've come back and told you and said, actually, we'd like you in for an interview. It's that sort of scenario. I think these two here seem to be the most powerful thing. You get the Seven of Swords on your karmic path between your past and your future. That was the powerful thing. On your karmic path, you have the Seven of Swords. Playing smart. Avoiding complications by seeing them arriving in advance and repositioning your trajectory for your career path and your business and so forth to compensate for that, so you don't get involved in any dodgy stuff. With the synchronicities seem to be pushing really forward for you here. Maybe there's a coincidence or a networking, a meeting someone that actually opens doors for you enormously. You got the Nine of Wands. So healthy boundaries. As I said, it plays into your here and now. I think anything that happens in the way of coincidence or synchronicities or networking, you've got to ask that question, is it going to help me? Rather than just, can I help them? It's more of a case of, can I help me to help them? And I think that's the approach that you need to do in regards to all of that, with everything, all the information that comes in around you. Let's just see what's going on your past self here. It's a long-term project that you so wish to engage with. Yeah, you get the Four of Wands. Marriage, normally, or the unison between the Two of Wands of one person and the Two of Wands of another. The Two of Wands is about a plan to do something, putting in action a plan. And I think here, as in the past, it's finally coming together. As I said, I think it's like you apply for a job and then finally they come back and they say, there's a job, there's an interview here. Do you want this interview? And you might have just completely forgotten about it. In the future self, it's a lot more brighter there. It's a lot more, it's fixing any problems you might have had in the past financially are going to come to an end. You can plant, this is it, this opportunity that's coming in for you here is allowing you this capacity to plant seeds for your own future. And that's what the Knight of Pentacles does. And strangely enough, on both sides, this is your relationship side with the Knight of Wands, and on the other side you get the Knight of Pentacles. I think you're stepping into a journey that is really, really good for you. What's the here and now about? What's the how you should engage in this week here? Make sure it works for you. And make sure it works for you not only financially, but also emotionally, morally, spiritually, physically, everything. Just make sure it works for you. And if it touches your good side and it makes you kind of go, yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I think you should be engaging in. And I think that's where you're playing smart. And that's what's on your karmic path here. Playing smart and not allowing yourself to get distracted because you've got these healthy boundaries in place. Really good for on you. It seems to be much more concrete on your financial side. Very much more straight as a die, as it were. Ducks in row. Whereas on the relationship side, there's still a bit of curating to be done. There's still a bit of getting out of dead wood and stuff like that within your life, as it were. Okay, let's just bring up your elements, shall we? And if you've seen the messages from energy and so forth, you might well know that we're going to be going into earth and fire. Now, let's just bring up the elements because I think it's going to be easier for you to see once we do. There we go. We've got the elements here. Like Capricorn, like Gemini, like Cancer, you are a full sign. You're a fire sign, which is at the top here. But as you can see, there's no other fire around. The fire is very much in the surface, in the here and now, getting engaged in life, enjoying the moment, traveling, exploring new things. That's what it's all about, and at your base, you have this air. But look at this. You do have that cardinal earth that comes in from Capricorn. And that's what that card is all about, the Devil card. Capricorn is very good at sort of like proposing, one or two or three different solutions and possibilities. And when they do that, it's a little bit like the Devil. The Devil doesn't actually trick you into making bad choices. The Devil just presents you with a series of choices. It is then upon your responsibility to know the path which is good for you. So I'm actually going to pull a few cards on that Devil card because we do have that cardinal earth that comes in there because we're looking at earth and fire. So in the latter stages of the week, I think you're going to really get some nice energies that flow through. That's going to stimulate the Queen of Cups and so forth. But we're going to look at that cardinal energy that goes all the way through there on that earth energy. You do have a mutable energy which comes in from Virgo on the Nine of Wands. Your cards are jumping. The energy really wants to get involved. It's almost as if the energy is kind of looking through the window, kind of going, let me jump into Sagittarius life. And you're kind of going, hang on a second, I need to clean the place up first. Wait. And then you just kind of go, come on, let's do it. So let's just have a quick look at that because you've got this. Let's have a quick look at that Nine of Wands. You got the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I think basically what you're deciding this week here, or in regards to synchronicities and things that can distract you, it's kind of saying, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm getting a lot more focused about what I want. Yeah, the Four of Wands again. It's trying to bring in this opportunity to you into your life, and I think that's what you should be following. This opportunity that turns up may mean that you need to close down certain other avenues of your life in order to progress and really engage in your future. Let's just see how this cardinal energy that's running through here, as you can well see here, this cardinal earth that runs through here, let's just pull a bit of energy that's, see what's going on in that. The Emperor card, that's maybe what the devil's trying to help you to do, is own your future. It's sort of that the devil does turn up, and that's why we say the devil's in the detail. You've got to look at it and kind of go, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? Be what's good for you. Page of Wands, when you get the Knight of Wands over here, I think also this energy is trying to help you to learn to use your fire in a productive way, in a way that brings in harmony and bliss to you more than anything else. And you're learning and you're exploring and experimenting with that, both on your financial side, but I think a little bit more on your relationship side more than anything else. But it is helping you to do that. And once you start getting this control, and that's where the devil is really trying to help you here, once you've got that under control, your passions, it's going to go very, very quickly. This healing process, and if you stay strong and true and to the values of you, is going to bring ultimate rewards, I think. And with the Page of Pentacles, yeah, the energy is really trying to help you learn here. As I said, it's like it's looking in from the outside, sort of saying, no, don't do that, do this, do this, do this. Hang on, let me tell them. And it's like, there's a way kind of like Sagittarius, you're kind of go, no, let me work it out for myself. And the Three of Cups. Yeah, I think once you start learning about this, about your passion, about your limitations and your expectations, that's when you can set yourself free with everybody that is around you. Yeah, there is work. I think the energy is trying to bring in that work. Once you start accepting it and start realizing a lot of things that energy is really trying to help you with, rather than just the sensation that it's blocking you with, that's when you're going to start feeling that actually I'm really progressing now. Okay, so it's a really good week for you, I think, for you to start rebuilding your inner self. Thank you for being here. Don't forget about the messages from energy. It will be about my head, and we also do the live on the Sunday night, when you can ask questions, any questions concerning energy. It could be about this reading as well. You're more than welcome. And yes, so I might see you there for that. So thank you for all the support you give to this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.